All right, Tony, thanks a lot. We turn now to one of the hardest hit areas from the rain, Mount Joy. Lancaster County, the borough had declared a state of emergency because of the severe flash flooding that hit that area late yesterday. Our Robert Stover's live there for us this morning. Well, Robert, you're telling us the water has definitely receded quite a bit overnight. Paint a picture for us.
Absolutely. Right now we're on Main Street, sort of near the center of the downtown area, and right now damage looks to be at a minimum that isn't totally representative of the whole Mount Joy Borough. As you can see, though, Main Street is moving along pretty well as early as it can be at 5 o'clock in the morning. Traffic is rolling fine. Haven't seen too much debris. We're going to check out more of the area over the next few hours to really get a sense of the damage left over from yesterday's storm. That being said, as you had mentioned, James, Mount Joy Borough Council issued a formal declaration of disaster emergency around 5 p.m. yesterday. Borough received more than 7 inches of rain in less than 5 hours. That's according to the Borough Council. 16 water rescues took place and a few dozen people reported flooded basements. Also, according to the Borough Council, 10 agencies supported in those response efforts, including those 16 water rescues. Damage assessment efforts are ongoing and no injuries have been reported thus far. Now, residents are encouraged to report property damage to local emergency management channels. Now, if you do see standing water, maybe on some of those back roads, turn around, don't drown. If you do encounter standing water that may be left over, residual water, if you will, from yesterday's storms. Continue to use resources like 511 PA to keep up to date on those road closures and check the borough's Facebook page. The Borough Council said that its Facebook page would continue to post updates about any closed roadways or the current status of the emergency disaster declaration. So far, the latest update was 7 hours ago. We'll continue to monitor the scene and provide updates as they become available to us on air and online at fox43.com. Live in Lancaster County, Robert Stover, Fox 43 News.
And again, we haven't received any reports of any injuries, so that's good news. And Robert, just a quick question for you. When you guys were driving in, looks like you posted up in a pretty good spot there with no view of any flooding or anything. Did you guys see anything on the drive in that maybe was a sign of concern, anything like that?
There definitely was a pond of water near a few fast food restaurants before we got on Main Street there. You could definitely tell that they did overflow because the ground was still very saturated and it was a higher water level than would typically be found in those areas, but it wasn't quite on the street anymore, giving us the idea that much of the water has receded. Although, want to reassure folks that it's not totally representative of the borough as a whole. That's what we're going to be here to find out throughout all morning to see if those are still some pockets where standing water could be potentially dangerous for people driving.
Thanks a lot, Robert. The good news is most of the main thoroughfare seems to be in really good shape this morning. That's the routine. It floods and it recedes. Robert Stover, we'll check back in next half hour.